Right, let's start today's session. In the last lecture of SQL Server, we discussed about basic SQL command set. Okay, so in this command set, we have created a database by using create command. This is the syntax to create a database. Create database name. Okay, even we have dropped the database also by using drop command through query. Okay, so today we will start from here, but before that, I'm going to open SQL Server Management Studio so that I can show you what database we created in the last lecture. Just open SQL Server Management Studio, Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio here. So the server type is database engine and server name is .server. Authentication is Windows authentication and the click on connect button. So automatically you'll enter into SQL Server Management Studio editor tool. So in this editor tool, we discussed already how to create a database which is already present in Object Explorer. And if you want to see the query window, simply click on the new query option. You'll be able to see that new query options clearly here. But you can see right now, the moment when we open new query option, new query window, by default in the drop down list, the master database is present here. Okay, master database. But how to move from one database to another database? Simply you can select this MS SQL DB 7 PM, or else instead of selecting, you can use the command called use database name MS SQL DB 7 PM. This use command also there. Look at this, I'm using use command. Select this and click on execute. Automatically, you will be able to move from one database to another database, like from master to MS SQL DB 7 PM is this there. So moving from or activating the database, this command is simply required use command. Okay. So yesterday we created a database called MS SQL DB 7 PM. How I created by using command, So command means this is. Suppose here you can see create database name MS SQL DB 7 PM I just created. Okay. Already it is there. I don't want to create here. But today what my plan is to explain. So whenever you create a new database, okay, there are two files gets created internally. When we create a new database, internally, two files gets create. Two files get created, sir. What are the two files? I'm explaining. This is important files. First file is primary file. Primary file. Primary file. That is what you know, MDF. That is the extension of primary file is .mdf. It stands for master data file, MDF file. The second file is secondary file or transaction log file. Also, we can call it as this file is secondary file or transaction log file. Also, we can call it as this file extension is .ldf. It stands for log data file. Log data file. These two files are very important, sir. Yes. For every database, for the first time when we create internally two files gets create. The two files are primary file. One is .mdf master data file. And the second one is secondary file. It also called as transaction log file. That is .ldf log data file. Okay. But where we can find these two files are? Okay. There is a physical location. See, already we created one database MS SQL DB. I'm saying that when we create every time new database, automatically two files gets created. Do you want to see these two files in the physical location, exactly where it is saved into your computer location? So that we can do that. Primary file and log file I'm showing. Simply the physical location purpose, there are two options are there. I'll show you one option. See, sir, the physical location is simple. Minimize this all. Go to my computer. Double click on C drive. Okay, then you can see program files x86 is there, no? Program files x86. Double click on it and Microsoft SQL Server is there. The folder is double click on it and MS SQL 12 is there. Let me check out MS SQL is there. No, where we can find. Just a moment, sir. I think this is not MS SQL. No. Let's check out program files. Microsoft SQL Server. Yeah, look at this. This is the location actually. Not program files x86, program files, Microsoft SQL Server, and MS SQL 15.ms SQL Server. And there is a MS SQL, and there is a data. And look at this. These two files are your database files. What files here you can see? So your database is right now MS SQL DB 7 p.m. log file, MS SQL DB primary file. This is primary file, you can say. When we place mouse pointer on it, it says clearly SQL database primary file. And whenever you place mouse pointer on it, it is, you can see log file, it is transaction log file. For every database, there are two files gets created. These two files very important to us. Don't delete and don't disturb these two files. For suppose if you delete these two files, then you will be in trouble while working with the database, sir. These two files are important to us. Okay. But the problem is what, the moment when we drop the database, for suppose if we drop the database, okay. So drop this database, automatically the two files also gets dropped, sir. Through database creation, what files we created, like primary file .mdf master data file, then secondary file .ldf log data file, log transaction log file. So similarly, when we drop this database, automatically that two files also gets dropped. Let me drop this database. See, sir, I said yesterday clearly, while working with current database, still if you are in database currently, you can't drop the database, Try to drop this database, drop database. Database name is what? MS SQL DB 7 p.m. Will it be possible, sir? No. Because still the user is currently use this database, you can't drop. So cannot drop database MS SQL DB 7 p.m. because it is currently in use, it is saying. But how to can drop, sir? Simply. So we can simply drop the database by moving to other database. Let's go to other database like master. Let's try to drop this database. Yes, we are dropping the database. Yes, drop successfully, correct. Whether it is drop or not, how do you check, sir? Simply, we can refresh by hitting right click on database folder and refresh it. And automatically you'll be able to see this. There is no database name called MS SQL DB 7 p.m. That my question is, the moment when we create MS SQL DB 7 p.m., automatically two files gets created. One is primary file and secondary file. But similarly, I'm dropping the database now. Just if you drop the database, the relevant primary file and log files also gets dropped. If you want, you can see, go to the physical location, double click on my PC and program files and Microsoft SQL Server and previously MS SQL 15.ms SQL Server and the MS SQL folder, data folder. Is there any MS SQL DB log file or MS SQL DB primary file? No, sir. Because that's automatically drop. When we drop the database, automatically that files also drop. So primary file log files are dropped clearly here. Again, when we create a new database, So again, for that database primary file and log files also gets created, sir. So just because of I'm showing that whether the two files also gets dropped or not. So I literally drop my database clearly. So let me recreate the database again, sir. Okay. Let's create a database MSSQL DB 7 p.m. Execute. Yes. The moment when we create MSSQL DB 7 p.m., automatically two files gets create primary file and secondary file. Let's see quickly. Primary file, secondary file gets created or not. Go to the C drive location, program files, and Microsoft SQL Server. And now you can see MSSQL 15.mssql, MSSQL, then data folder, and there the log files created and primary file also created. What is that? MSSQL DB log file, MSSQL DB 7 p.m. primary file. These two files are very important, sir. Why these two files? These two files are going to store complete your query information. Whatever you're doing, the operations like creating tables, okay, and the information we are storing in the table, complete data we are going to store in this primary file. In case after doing many transactions in the database, if your primary data file memory is filled, then secondary file memory can be used. These two files are very important. Why? Because by mistake, when we lost your database or when we delete your database, for backup purpose, we can keep store these two files in separate location. If you have these two files, we can able to maintain the backup and we can retrieve your database back again. If you lose these two files in the physical location also, there is a highly impossible to retrieve the data back again. So that's what for backup purpose, keep store these two files separately for spare copy of database. Okay. So these are the physical location. Even we can try to find the files in through the wizard also. Let me try through the wizard. So let's refresh it. Database created. Now we can see to find the location of that file, simply right click on MySQL, MSSQL DB 7 p.m. There are properties option is there. Click on properties, and in the left hand side files menu option is there, files. Now you can see there is a primary file and the log file location is clearly available. So this location just to copy, okay, and paste into run command. So go to run, and run window is there, no, paste over there and press enter. Automatically will be go to direct location of MSSQL DB primary file and log file, directly this location. So if you are unable to find the physical location manually by going to C drive, program files, and MSSQL, all these things, this is the shortcut to find your primary file and log file by going to properties option. Once again, I'm showing you any database, primary file, log file, physical location. Do you want to find the path? This is the steps, sir. Go to Object Explorer, which database, physical location, path you want to find that database, right click on it and simply go to properties option. Once you click on properties, now you can see there is a files menu option in the second option. Once you click on files, there is a path is there, path. So just select this path, Control C, that means copy. Simply go to run menu, run search box. You can type run in the search box, click on it and paste this path into run command. Automatically it will bring you the location of your uh, MSSQL DB log file and primary file only. So this is the way to find the physical location of primary file and log file. Okay. And still we are in master database. If you want to move or activate your database, we can use this command, use my MSSQL DB 7 p.m. So this is only create and drop is done, we discuss. Okay. Then next, what we can say, we have to try to create table actually. In the basic SQL command set, by using create command, we create database. By using drop command, we drop the database. But let's show you by using create command how to create the table actually. To create the table, we have to follow this syntax are actually. So create, syntax to create table. syntax to create a table. Okay. So syntax to create a table purpose, we are using this command. Very simple. First one is syntax. Create command, create table, table name. What table name you want, you can give this. For example, column name, column 1, data type. Okay, yes. Next, column 2, data type. Some data types are required some size also. That's what I'm asking you to size in the bracket. At the same time, column 3, data type, and size also I'm giving like this. So this is the simple statements, SQL statements to create a SQL server tables are. Create table, table name, whatever the table name you want, you can give it. Column 1, first column, and its data type you have to mention. What type of data do you want to store with the column name? Column 2, data type. Some columns are required some size. How many number of characters through you are going to give the names and all. Column 3, data type size only. You can mention any number of columns. Just for example, I took these 3 columns only. Let's shift into SQL query window. I want to create a database table actually. To create a table, so what we need to do, simple, create table. Table name is just TBL student. For example, my table name is student, TBL student, or any name you can give, not a problem. I'm just giving TBL student is the name of the table, ID integer. Yes, student ID or SID, we can say that, SID. Student ID integer, student name. That means S name, variable character, or else name. Let's take ID only. ID integer, name, variable character of 20. 20 characters names you can give, sir. Address, variable character, like what we can say, worker 10 only. And salary, or else student age, I can say age integer. Okay, so student age. So this is TBL student. Create table, table name is TBL student. 3 columns I included, ID integer, name, varchar of 20. So student name maximum 20 characters we can provide while inserting the records. Address, varchar of 10, age, that is integer type. Fine. So let's create a table here. So I'm selecting this query, create table TBL student of ID integer, name, varchar of 20, address, varchar of 10, age is integer. The moment when I click on it, now you can see command complete successfully done. So let me check whether table created or not. How do we check? Simply go to Object Explorer and refresh once, right click on database folder and refresh it. Now we can see in MS SQL DB 7 PM expand it, and tables also I can expand it. So there is a table created successfully, dbo.tbl student. So DBO stands for database owner or database object. So TBL student name through we created. So simply you want to see the table data through design or expand the table and columns. You can see clearly all columns are available. ID, integer, name, where corrupt address is, and all. Or else do you want to see the data in through design? Simply right click on the table and click on edit top 200 rows. Once you click on edit top 200 rows, you'll be able to see the table data here only. If you want to go through design, you can see like this. But let me close this. Okay, not a problem. So next, I created successfully table. But do you want to see the records in table? Simply select command is required, sir. Select command is what command? DQL command, data query language. So select command is commonly used command, no sir. Okay, generally select command is used to retrieve the data from table. So select command I'm using. Select a star from table name, TBL student. Select star from table name, TBL student. So when I run this, select star from TBL student table. So let's run this. We are getting the data. So in the output window, ID, name, address, age, 4 columns are there. But right now we don't have any data. That's what it is showing, empty table. But here star indication is what, all columns. Instead of star, you can also mention the few columns if it is required. Select the ID, comma, name from TBL student. So now this time what will happen? We are selecting only ID and name, not all the columns. Simply I'm trying to select this ID comma name from TBL student. Only we are able to see ID and name only. So to select all the columns, total entire the table if you want to display, then star we can use. Select star from TBL student. But if you are using ID and name or some column names, only particular columns you can get. Let's bring the star from TBL student. All data, all column data is there. But right now we don't have any records. Okay, we don't have any records. So that's what it's not showing any data. So if you want to insert the records, you can insert that. How to insert? So for inserting purpose or storing the record purpose, we use what command? Data manipulation commands. So insert, update, delete. Inserting means creating the records. Updating means modify the data. Okay. And delete means complete records we can delete. Let me show you quickly how to work with insert, update, delete options clearly. So insert into table name TBL student values. So you must insert what? ID 101. Okay, student name. Okay, name I am giving in single quote Sai. Student address Hyderabad. Student age 22. So this is valid expression, sir. I am trying to pass insert query. Insert into TBL student. Values of 101 is the ID. Name is SAI. Hyderabad is the address. 22 is the age. The moment when I select this command and execute, so look at this, one row is affected. So that means inserted successfully. Do you want to see whether it is inserted or not? Let me check again this command. Select star from TBL student and execute. We got the 101 Sai name Hyderabad 22 address is here. But sir, if I want to insert multiple records, what we can do? Simply we can try to pass multiple record values like this. So 102 address, name, address, age is suppose student address 30. Next 103 name, address, age is 19. So 104 address, uh, age is what I can say, that is 21. So like this we are inserting multiple records. So easily we can insert. Yes, more than one records also possible to insert. But actually, to be frank, bulk records we should not insert in real time, because generally real time what is happening at a time only particular user can create account, no? So that's what customer details one time only will be insert. That is one record better to insert. In case if you are working with table, multiple employee records entered, you only database admin person need to insert the details multiple employees. This approach you can do. Look at this, I'm trying to insert multiple records here. All three rows are affected. You see here, select star from TBL in student means all three rows are inserted. But there are one single record insert possible and multiple rows insert possible. For suppose, sir, we are trying to give values all according to the table requirement. Table is expecting 4 column values. Each record contain 4 column values like ID, name, address, age. For suppose sometimes what will happen, I don't want insert the all records, like I'm giving TBL student. Okay, so values. And now we can see I'm trying to insert 105 is the record. Okay, now I'm trying to insert the person name Ganesh student, and address I don't want to give. Suppose age is I'm giving Ganesh age is 17. So this will give wrong, this will give results, sir, error result, error will come, sir, here. Because according to the table structure, how many columns are there present in table? Like ID, name, address, age, 4 columns are there. But you are trying to pass only 3 column values like ID, name, and what we are passing? Age only. So in this context, what is the problem, So you can see this will give an error. The error is very clear, sir. Column name or number of supplied values does not match the table definition. Meaning is what? Whatever you supply the column names, okay, then number of values what you are supplying that do not match table definition. So number of columns are three, four are there, you are passing three values only. But still my requirement is this is only, sir. I don't want to pass one of the column values. So what should I do? Yes, we have to mention clearly in this case what column values you are supplying really. That column names you have to mention, like ID you are supplying, name you are supplying, and then age you are supplying. But what you are not supplying? Address. So that's what I'm not mentioning address. So it will clearly allow you even three column values also possible to do this at this moment, because ID, name, age only we are supplying column names, and these three values only we are supplying. It will allow, sir. Previously it was not. Now this time it's allowed. One row affected. But look at this, after inserting fifth record 105 Ganesh 17. So address we are not provided for Ganesh. So when we see the table, select star from table student. So the address of this Ganesh person is what's are null by default. But do you want to update it later? Suppose at the previous time I included only name and ID and age only, but this time I want to give address also for Ganesh. What should I do? Yes, we need to do modification purpose. We have, there is separate command is there, that is DDL command, DML command, data manipulation command, update only. So we are trying to modify the data. So in the process of modification of data, we recommend to use update command. So let's see the update command how we are passing. Simple update table name TBL student. We are going to use set name. Yes, I want to update name only. That's what I am using. Set name equals to, I am giving address is simply Vijag, and where you want to update ID equals to 105. So in the where condition, better to use ID number only, sir. Even you can use where name equals to Ganesh also we can use, no problem. But the problem is if I use where name equals to Ganesh means there is a possibility the name of the persons in the table Ganesh name, if multiple persons are there with same name, that person address also will be changed. That is what Vijag. Actually, it's my wrong. Here I'm going to set what's our address, not name. This is my bad actually. Update TBL student table name. What we are setting? Address. What address we are setting? Vijag. Where you are setting? Name equal to Ganesh. Yes, it's possible now. Because in our table, only one person, the name is Ganesh is there, it's okay. But I don't really recommend in reality, because if the table is having the same name person Ganesh with multiple records, all the records will be affected Vijag only. That's not correct, no? So uniquely identify column you have to use. That column is only one, that is ID. Always uniquely identify the column, ID column we are using, where ID equal to 105. So this will be unique, sir, actually. So better to modify the data with the ID or customer ID or employee ID or manager ID, student rule number, like that only. Don't go with the name. So this is updation purpose. Update table name TBL student, set address equal to Vizag, where ID equals to 105. Let's execute. One row affected. Whether it is updated or not, simply select star from TBL student. We will get this. So in place of previously null, it was affected clearly Vizag only. The address modified, sir. So this is inserting and updating command. For suppose do you want to delete a record? Okay. So there are two types of deletions are there, sir. To delete all the records, simply delete from table name. Or to delete particular student record, where condition I have to use. So there are two types of deletions are there. Let me explain quickly, sir. For suppose I am trying to delete a particular student record, so then we can apply delete from table name is TBL student, where ID equals to 103. So specifically, I would like to delete ID number 103 student record. So that's what I'm using delete from TBL student where ID equals to 103. So 103 record is deleted. How do you know that whether it is deleted or not? Again, we can pass select star from TBL student only, sir. Once the moment I pass select star from TBL student, we are getting 103 record is gone because we deleted. What should we do, sir, to delete complete records? Yes, to delete complete records, we use this command, sir. Delete from TBL student. Delete from TBL student. If I do like this, what will happen? No matter how many number of records are present in your table, two records or three records or n number of records like 50, 100,000 records also there, all records will be deleted and it's completely making the empty table. So let's try with this, sir. Okay, no problem. We will try to delete these records and again we'll get back while inserting the data. So delete from table name TBL student means complete records will delete, or else delete from table name TBL student where condition we are passing means particular ID through we are deleting. Previously we did 103 record. Now we are doing deleting all the records. TBL from delete from TBL student means four rows are affected. So let's check out whether the all records are deleted or not. Select star from TBL student. We are getting no records are present in this table. Completely all records gets deleted. So let's reinsert the record, sir, just for usage purpose. Okay, I'm giving reinserting multiple records 101, 102, 103 like this only. Let's try to delete or insert again these three records. Execute it. We are having three records more insertion. So let's see the table is having three records like this. So this is completely how to create a table, how to insert the records, how to update the data, how to delete the records. Okay. But if you want to drop the table completely, we can use drop command also, drop table, table name. And even we have seen select query also, select start from table name, or how to get the only few column values also we have discussed clearly. Now it's time to do alteration point of view. Alter is nothing but what, do you want to change the table structure? Table structure means like a column name alteration or column name changing or else column data type changing. Okay, data type length. So in that context, we can use alteration actually. Alter is nothing but just if you want to add one column or if you want to delete one column or if you want to change the data type, column data type, these are all under comes into alteration, sir. So let's see how to do alter. Like already your table is having how many columns, sir? ID, name, address, age. Even you can check out in this TBL student column expansion, ID, name, address, age is there. Suppose if you want to add one extra column, then we can use alter table. So how to do alter command means alter table, table name is TBL student. Alter table, table name is TBL student. Okay, I want to add the one more column. Add. Okay, so mail is the column name, varchar of 30. So this is the way to add one extra column to the existing table. So alter table, table name table student, add the new column name is mail, varchar of 30. Student mail, I'm adding extra column. So this is alteration purpose. Very simple. When I try to execute, alteration is done. Whether it is updated, the column also not, you can refresh simply by right click on columns and refresh. We can see we have one more column name, mail is added. Previously it was ID, name, address, age only. Now this time mail is also added. Even you can check out here, select star from table student, you will see total mail also updated, adding extra column. But you may get doubt why, sir, mail is showing null reference because already the student records available some data. You have recently added this mail, a new column. Obviously, this is null only. In case do you want to update the each student mail, you can also use update command based upon ID. So this is alteration. But alteration means not only for adding the column, even we can remove or drop the column also. Look at this alter table TBL student. And now drop column name is what? Mail. This is very simple to drop the column, sir. To drop the column, also we use alter command. Alter table, table name is TBL student, drop column name is mail. Let's execute this. We are getting the output clearly command completed successfully. And let's see here, uh, command completed successfully or not, whether table is drop the column or not. Let's check out select star from table student. We are getting simply again age mail column is not there. Even you can refresh it through design. There was no column called mail. Very simple. So we are dropping the column. But even not only dropping the column or adding the column, if you want to change the column data type, then also we can do alter. For suppose you can see the column data type, one of the column data type name is varchar of 20 only, or else address varchar of 10 only. Means address only 10 characters address we can give. But do you want to increase this size of the column address varchar of 10 to varchar of 30? Hello. Yeah. Do you want to change alteration of the column data type? Like you can see address column is having varchar of 10 size only. Do you want to increment the size of the column type? You can also do alter. So in that context, we can use alter table name, TBL student. Okay. Now I'm trying to do alter column. Column name is name, variable character, what actually 30. Previously, the column name is only size is, yeah. Previously, the column name size is actually it was 10, name varchar of address varchar of 10. But now you can see I'm trying to change column address varchar of 30. From 10 to 30 characters, I'm increasing. So it's successfully done, sir. Alter table name table student, alter column name address, it's varchar of 30. Previously it was 10 only, but when I refresh it, now address column size also incrementing. Now from here onwards, you can give address 30 size characters. So this is completely alteration purpose. Altering the table column size, dropping the column name, and adding one extra column. These are all under comes into changing the data, changing the table structure, that is under comes into alteration purpose. So create database, create table, how to insert, how to update, how to delete the records, how to drop the database, how to alter the database tables also, But can you drop the table completely? Yes, undoubtedly. Let's try to drop the table. Simple. Drop table. Table name is TBL student. You simply drop the table. When we drop the table, completed table has dropped along with records. Total records will be deleted. Enter the table also gets dropped, sir. So this is dropping the table from database. If you want to see whether drop successfully done or not, simply go to the tables folder of MS SQL DB 7 p.m. and right click and refresh it. So now you can see the table gets dropped. There was no table previously. It was table is the TBL student, but there is no table present in this MS SQL DB 7 p.m. So this is all the commands what we discuss in today's lecture: create, alter, drop, insert, update, delete, and select. Okay, in the upcoming next session tomorrow, we'll start with rollback, commit, save point also. Grant and revoke at this moment we may not discuss because these are transactional control language. Okay. Yeah, obviously we can insert after inserting record also we can increase, decrease. That's common. No doubt at all. Data also there, we can increase. Okay, if already data is there, you can also do changes of column name and everything is there. Decrease means varchar of 10 is there, no? We can include. But against that, we cannot. We'll see, sir. Your doubt is absolutely fine. You can see this. Let's create a table first. Look at this. I'm creating table address with 10. Okay, create table is over. Select star from TBL student. Table created with address, how much size it is. Simply the size is Give me 1 second. Yeah. So database is MS SQL DB. Right click on tables and refresh. So now this time you can say expand this and table TBL student. You are saying that column values address varchar of 10 is there. No, let me insert the records first. So I'm trying to inserting the record. Okay, let's insert the record. 3 rows are affected. Now you can see I'm trying to see the records. TBL student. Okay. Now just because previous size is 10, that's what we are included. But let me increase the size. Column address varchar of 30. Okay. Column increase varchar of 30 is there, no? Yes. Now I can able to change the address. Yes. So varchar of 30 is affected or not, you can see this 30 affected. Now this time I can give more than 30 characters. So let me insert one record only so that you will get clarity. Your doubt is, so Hyderabad. Okay. Suppose I'm giving space Sikandrabad. Because we have given 30 characters, it's works, sir. No problem. 10. Right now, how many records are there? Tell me. Let me check once. 3 records. 104 record I'll insert just for clarity. So now this time this address is what you know. Hyderabad, Secunderabad. Why? Because we are having clearly address changed. So record is inserted successfully. The total records are present here. Now total 4 records. One address is 30 characters length is there. But you mean to say all of a sudden you are trying to change the column size decrease. Let's see, I'm giving decrease 10 to 10 only. Let's effect here. Now you can see this, there is a terminated option. Why it is, already one of the value, yes, one of the value already available, which is having more than 5 characters against the rule we are going, it's not possible, sir. Look at this. String or binary data would be truncated. The column address truncated value only there. Is it clear? So we cannot go with against the rule. Already which is having the data that you have to remove, then only size impact will be there. So this is total alteration and updation and deletion and everything drop is clearly available. Yes, already data is there. If you remove that, it will be possible, sir. So tomorrow's session will be rollback, commit and save point, how it is possible, and grant and revoke also. In future upcoming sessions, we'll discuss that permission things. So this is complete demo sessions are over. Who are new to this SQL Server sessions exclusively, if you wish to continue from tomorrow onwards, you must enroll for this course. If you don't enroll, then you don't get a new link from tomorrow sessions. Please contact to DurgaSoft if you really wanted to continue these SQL Server development sessions. Okay. So that's all for today. See you tomorrow. From here we can continue. Please enroll for this course before going to join tomorrow sessions. Contact DurgaSoft.